And welcome to Raven Random Rants. This is your girl, Raven the Serial Poet, coming to you this evening to bring you another rant that is random. I hope that everybody is having a blessed week. Me, however, I am not. I know I tell y'all I use y'all as my personal diary. Um, I've been telling y'all all my business, so why should today be any different? You know? Um, This year, I feel as though has been a rough year for everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Between the homeless epidemic, people not really having enough money to feed themselves or feed their kids. They have a few people that couldn't take this year, so they decided to check out early and things of that nature. And quite frankly, I don't really blame them. This year has been rather ghetto. This year is like 2020 reloaded or 2021 reloaded. Whenever COVID has started, that's what this year feels like. This year feels like it is a year full of shits and more bullshit, excuses, lies, and alibis. Um, so yeah, between Cheeto 47 being back in office, um, me finding out some things about my health, it's just, how you try to do the best that you can, and it seems like every time you do the best that you can, something else just keep blocking it's like, it's not really blocking your blessings, but it makes you feel like, what's the fucking point of being here? That's the point that I'm at. I like my peace. I like my quiet. I like, being in a state of mind to where I'm not stressed out all the fucking time. But this year has been one of those years to where I have not been able to breathe. I have not been able to even contemplate my next steps or whatever. You know, I've been on this health journey. I've lost a tremendous amount of weight, and I'm thinking I'm doing everything right, and then boom, the doctor tell you like, "Oh, what you're doing isn't good enough," and you know, it seems rather unfair, especially when they have people walking around, the manipulators, the swindlers, the users, the abusers, that's basically being, blessed at every turn. You have people like, my upstairs neighbor that, they could sleep good at night because they're not living underneath them and they raggedy ass kids that's bumping all day. Like, why won't you take them to the park? Why don't you let them go outside and play? Why did you buy them a ball to bounce around in the apartment all fucking day? You know, it's just one of those things where between them, this ragged ass apartment that's pretty much falling apart. If it's not falling apart, the sinks and stuff is backing up. It's like I'm just over Florida. I'm over this year. I'm over everything. And I know, a lot of people can relate, especially when, you have to decide whether or not going to sleep is even worth it when you're gonna get woke up to bullshit. It's nothing worse than going to sleep and being woken up with bullshit, bad news, um, whatever, and you feel selfish and you feel insensitive when you think and feel like that because some people have it worse. But then forget, but then again, things could be better. You know what I'm saying? And we in the process of getting ready to get the fuck out of Dodge because, like I said, I think the last time I was on here, um, I don't think people take things seriously when scientists say that Florida is sinking. It's quickly sinking. And people don't realize that with each hurricane that comes, with each storm surge that comes, the more shore and soil and things like that that get washed away is not getting replaced. It's just one of those things where, if the edges of Florida, the topsoil is not being replaced, there's only one other place for Florida to go. And it's unfortunate, but it may not be no time soon. But I for sure don't want to be here when it happens, because after Milton, after Helene, I'm good. I'm good on hurricanes. Yes, I'm moving somewhere where they gonna have tornadoes and stuff. But I think, honestly, I would rather deal with blizzards and tornadoes than to deal with a flood. Have you ever tried holding your breath under 12 feet of water? That's why I pray every day for the people that lost their lives during Katrina, Andrew, whatever major hurricane that came and went and people lost their lives. I pray for condolences for their family, because I can't imagine the fear of thinking that waking up that morning or going to sleep that night and waking up with water. I can't imagine that. You know. And yes, I come on here and I rant and I rave, and I voice my opinions about stuff. But today, or rather tonight, is one of those things where, I'm tired of holding things in. I'm the type of person that I'm so sweet and I'm such a cheerful person to where it's like people just keep piling and piling and piling and piling and piling me with bad news and that, just one after another, you know, like I'm just a garbage dump that you could just dump your bad news onto, and I'll be fine. I don't be fine. I'm not okay, you know. And I don't think people think about that before they call me and unleash bad news on me. I don't think they think at all. They just think about the fact that, well, I need to tell her, I need to tell her, and we need to figure things out. I'm tired of figuring things out. I'm tired of being told something. I'm like a 5-year old. Don't tell me that we can't go to Disney World, and don't tell me I can't have ice cream. Everything else you can tell me, but don't tell me those two things. I don't want to know about real life. I don't want to know that, something that fell through. I don't want to know any of those things. I don't even want to know when things are going wrong with myself. So what make you think that I want to carry the burden of the bear, of what's going on with you? And again, I will take my, what they say, I would take on the responsibility and the accountability of knowing that, yes, that statement is selfish as fuck. But I am tired with a capital T. I am tired, beyond tired of everything and everyone. You think you could depend on people, and then you get a phone call. Oh, well, I know we promised you this, but we're not able to do it. Or, I know I said this, but unfortunately, I no longer feel that way. It's just one thing after another. The I want to say the last 10 years has been bullshit for me. I don't really, sorry to say, I don't really care about anybody else's feeling. The last 10 year has been bullshit for me. 2015 has been bullshit. 2016 has been bullshit. I wish I could go back to November 2014 and leave a motherfucker on red. Last year for sure. Whoa. Last year for sure has been bullshit. Because what? How can people with a clear conscience say one thing, portray one thing to me, and then in the same breath, pretty much going behind a tree and doing something totally different and not telling me about it, but pussyfooting around, the subject or whatever, and then I have to find out about it on social media. And I'm the type of person that, yeah, it would have been better for you to tell me than for me to find out, because I promise you, if and when I ever see this person again, it's gonna be what they say, it's gonna be flower bringing and choir singing. Because don't play with me. Do not play with me in the worst way. Not on a fun day, on the worst way. Because what? Not you doing the person, that was there for you, treating you like royalty, not you doing that person dirty, and then try to say, oh yeah, we can still be friends. Bitch, who gonna be friends? We are not gonna be friends. And I pray for her kids, because if she knew what I know about this person, she would not want her kids around this person. And if I was a very vindictive Virgo, I could easily tell her, but she's not going to believe me, because 9 times out of 10, she done told her some bullshit about me. And she going to believe her the way I believed her when her ex tried to warn me about her. So I pray for her kids. I pray for her, because she has nothing to do with what happened. But it just seemed like after that, yeah, one after another, things just trickle down, and it's been bullshit. But I take accountability, because I spun the block way too many times with her. And then with my health, I waited way too long to fix things. So now I have to suffer the consequences. But don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna do my little random rants, and I'm gonna come on here and talk my shit, because that's what I do. I talk my shit. So much to where, my bestie want to do an episode with me, but I don't know, because I curse enough, but she curses like a sailor. So, they have the comment section down below if you think I should bring her on for at least a segment or two. But honestly, I don't know what we would talk about, because honestly, our conversations be random, just like my random rants. So it would fit, but I don't want to take the time and edit out every quiet spot, or if we end up saying some things that don't need to be put on Spotify or YouTube. So I'm gonna have to figure some things out. But yeah, I will not be in a creative place as far as a podcast goes, like this particular podcast, until things are settled and I know what's going on. Because right now, I don't know what's going on. Like, I know, but I don't. It's like one of those things where you like, okay, so we don't know this, we don't know that, but we do know this, and it's bullshit. I'm trying to wrap up this book, but every time I'm in the mood to write, or every time I'm in a flow of, you know, writing about this person that I'm talking to, and, just the last encounters and things like that, here come bullshit. Fucking up the ambience, fucking up the flow. It's like, how can you write a erotic book and life keep calling you and busting you, pretty much busting your head to the white meat with bullshit? Like, how is that possible? You know? Oh, also, only the subscribers to my Spotify would possibly notice, and that's if you choose to subscribe. But I have some subscribe only episodes that's on here, and will be in the next coming days will be being uploaded on here. Those particular episodes are from my Blog Talk Radio podcast. Apparently, they're doing away with their platform. I don't know why. It's not my business to know why, but they're doing away with their platform. So anything that you see that is subscriber only, the topics that's listed on the subscriber only, those are the episodes that have music to it, like not just background music, like actual music. Because during that time, I used to, play music at the beginning of my podcast and things like that, because YouTube don't really allow copywritten music. So that was the only way that I could really get away with a lot of things when it comes to want, the flow, the beat just right and things like that. I might start back doing that with this particular podcast, but I don't know yet. It's up in the air, honestly. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and vent, because just like I said, y'all my own little personal diary. I done told y'all so much already, you know. So why should tonight be any different? But I hope everybody is doing okay. I'm about to get up and finish preparing for this move. Cause I'm not gonna front. I was pussyfooting and dragging my feet because I'm like, oh well, I got time, and I could just strategize everything. Cause the day that we had planned to leave, you know, wasn't so soon. But now I'm told that that day has to be sooner rather than the time that we had decided on, or whatever, because of some unforeseen bullshit. I don't, I'm the type of person to where I don't care about the schematics of a situation. What I do care about is if you fuck over somebody that I love, and you say, oh, tell me when you're getting ready to leave, and then this person tell you when they're ready to leave, and you cut that shit short. I don't like that. And you can say all day, oh, this is business. You're right. This is business. So if I was to personally do something and carry out something on the name of your business, I would be wrong, pretty much. But I'm not going to do that, because that wouldn't be good karma for me, which I feel as though my karma is stacked up so high to where, everything that has been happening as of late, hell, me and karma should be even by now. Like, goddamn, lady, get off of me. But, I get it. That's life. Life doesn't really come with good moments. They always say And I never quote this goddamn fairy tale of a book, but they always say, you only have so many days on this earth and it's full of trouble. They never said that it would be good of, be full of joy or happiness, of good times or good news, because damn, we just haven't. Not black folk anyway. Like we have a few that done had, some good moments for themselves, and I'm so proud of the ones that had set forth and put forth the initiative to make life great for themselves. I am so happy for each and every last one of you, because I see y'all online and y'all graduating, and the kids that's getting scholarships and things like that. And because y'all have parents that pretty much took the time to pour into y'all. But for those of us that were born in the 80s and the 90s, that we had parents that really just was like, figure it out. How are y'all doing? Because I ain't going to front. I am not okay. But I'm going to get off of here before I start rambling. I just wanted to, vent for a minute, breathe for a minute, because when your chest is tight, you can't breathe. And I needed to get that load off me. So, before I get out of here, I'm going to leave y'all with my thought of the day. And, well, thought of the night. Whatever your time schedule is when you listen to this. But always remember that it will be more beneficial to you to set forth your life the way that you want it to pour into yourself in the future. Because when you depend on others to make sure that you're okay at the beginning of your past, you can only bet your bottom dollar that in the present and the future, that your good times would never last. With that being said, I want to pray prosperity over everyone that comes across this podcast. If you like my content, feel free to follow me or subscribe to me on Spotify and YouTube. I have yet to debate on whether or not I'm going to upload still on YouTube, because every time I upload over there, they either, yellow mark my episodes, of course, for profanity or whatever, but you can always guarantee that I'm gonna upload on Spotify every chance I get. If not every Friday, it's gonna be at random, so you might as well follow me and subscribe to me to get the exclusive content that I'll be uploading. So with that being said, love, peace, and blessings. I love y'all, and good night.